Another day, another weigh-in. I am in here right now. It's been a pretty chill morning, weekend, so really nothing going on. We got some football going and just kind of hanging out more than anything. I told you guys I'd be weighing in every single day to show you guys that weight loss is by no means just like a constant downward trend. You might get overall downward trend, but there's a lot of bumps in there, so I have no idea what to expect today. Sometimes I try and guess by how I'm looking. I know that's crazy, but sometimes I try and get what I'm seeing in the mirror to tell me what I'm thinking. So let's take a quick peek. We'll see. Had a lot of carbs yesterday, so that could definitely put us in some peril today. But abs are looking pretty solid. So I think we're going to be very close to whatever we were last time. What was that weight last time? 201.8? Let me verify it really quick. All right, yep, double checked. 201.8. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to hit either 201.8 again, or if we can, beat it. That'd be super cool. But with the up carbs yesterday, I think there's a chance that we might see our weight shoot up just a touch. I don't imagine anything more than a pound in either direction. So let's see. I have no idea what to expect. Let's get after it. I'm gonna lower this down like last time. Show you guys. Let's freaking go. Okay. Very nice, very nice. 201.2, down another 0.6, so half a pound lost. Honestly, that could just be some water weight. I don't imagine that we've actually lost a genuine half pound, a little bit more, in just a day. So took off some excess water weight. How? I don't know. Maybe we sweat enough. We were sweating pretty good yesterday, actually. So pretty high chance that's a possibility. But I got some salad that I ordered from Modern Market. I will show you guys the macro breakdown and everything for that, but that's what we're doing. We're just chilling for right now. Today, I think we're going to focus primarily on like a cardio day. So we'll definitely be getting our steps in. We'll definitely be hitting the treadmill, maybe even the bike. This is just going to be kind of a cardio day, if you will. So let's get after it. Let's chow down. Let's have some breakfast and then get after it. All right, we're in here enjoying a big old salad. This is the coconut chicken salad from Modern Market. I added a second chicken breast on here. That's a way to get up the protein on this guy. What you got to watch out for is they give you big cups of dressing. They are the big cups. They give you 2, and per ounce of that dressing is 90 calories. I think those cups are like 3 or 3.5 ounces, which means each cup is 270 freaking calories. You toss that on here, this becomes over 1,000 calories, including the second chicken breast. Prior to that, it's like 870, I think. Without it, I'm going no dressing. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is, I've shown you guys plenty of times before. I'll put up a little picture right here. I use the low-cal honey mustard. I'm going to use some low-cal honey mustard. It's like 5 calories. So I'm going to toss that on here, get in some flavor, and I'm going to be all good. But for this right here, this behemoth, this huge salad, we're looking at 570 calories, including the second chicken breast, and 57 grams of protein. I think we're looking at 30 or 40 grams of carbs. I'll put the totals up right here for you. But that's what we're looking at with this. And tons of protein to get in right here. Freaking awesome. And as a little side to enjoy myself, I'm splitting the barbecue chicken pizza with my family. Gonna have just a fourth of it, and that'll put me at just like an extra 230 calories, something like that. Again, I'll put the macros up here for you because I can't remember it all. But good way to get a little treat in. Add some carbs into the day, so that'll be a good fuel source for us to keep pressing on, especially since we're going to be doing a cardio activity day. And yeah, we're looking good. Total calories for the day so far is somewhere around 700. Again, I'll put up everything. I'm not good at remembering this. Usually I write it down and then tell you, but I didn't bring anything to write it down. And then I got a little cold brew right here. Get some freaking caffeine flowing. This is only 20 calories, so that's perfect. Well, I'm going to chow down. I'll catch you guys in a little bit, and we're going to get after it. We're going to hang out for just a little bit longer, and then, yeah, we'll get after it. We'll head outside, get some steps in, maybe go for a jog, and then I imagine we'll be hitting bike, because that's my new favorite. So very easy way to hang out and burn calories. Just prop your phone up, watch something, hang out, pedal away. Next thing you know, 400 more calories. Burned, gone. Let's get it. All right, we had a slight change of plans. Nothing too crazy, but ended up going grocery shopping and running some errands for a little bit. So we did get some steps in. 1 second. 385 calories today so far. 4,400 steps. So we're already getting there, but hey, this is going to help a ton. So I'm probably going to walk for at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour, just enjoying the outdoors. For those of you who are long time on this channel, first off, shout out to you, appreciate you. But second, you guys probably recognize this lake here pretty often. One of my favorite places to walk and get in my steps, but I'm just going to be walking around chilling. If it strikes me, I'll let you guys know. Might hit a little bit of a jog, but for right now, just walking, hanging out. So some of you might be wondering, why do I choose to walk instead of like hit the treadmill or go on a run? And sure, I'll jog from time to time, and I've been getting more and more into jogging, but there's no reason to put the stress and everything on the body, especially when you're overweight. You're gonna end up killing your freaking knees and ankles and everything. And as long as you can get out here, throw something on, listen to it, just hang out, watch your podcast, watch your YouTube, listen to your audiobook, whatever it might be, hang out, and it's the approachability and the sustainability, the repeatability. You can get out here and do this so many times. You can do this every single day, and the likelihood of you getting genuinely sore from this, a lot lower. And then again, the strain and the impact on the joints and everything, when you weigh so much more, you put so much force into each of those steps when you're jogging and running, and so heightened chance of injury. And when you're injured, what are you going to do then? How does weight loss continue, So food for that. All right, quick little check-in here. 17 minutes, just crossed it. 1,774 steps, 95 calories. So this goes back to what I was saying about trying to keep that pace. I personally like to get to a little, at the very least, 100 steps a minute, if not a little bit quicker than that. And if you're starting out, I promise that's going to be a little quick. But if you can work your way into it, it gets way easy. Right now, heart rate, I'm sitting at 99. This isn't even quite zone 1. I mean, very bottom zone 1, I should say. But before, that definitely used to get me up there. So you'll progress. It'll take time. It took me time. And starting out, it was more about just kind of getting out there and getting those steps in. And if you got to slow down, hang out for a little bit, I mean, by all means, go ahead. But make sure you're challenging yourself nonetheless, and just keep going, keep stepping, keep moving, work your way up to that 100. I don't think that's too hard of a goal by any means, but yeah, that's what you should be shooting for. All right, one last thing I forgot to mention. While running errands, going to the grocery store and all that, I did come across Feastables peanut butter cups, and I am a sucker for a Reese's, so I wanted to try it. So I did add that in, and I think it added 100 calories to my day, so pretty sure I'm pushing almost 900 calories right now, but we're doing all right. We still got enough room for a pretty hefty dinner. Just really got to get the protein up for sure, because that is the thing that we're lacking right now. But other than that, all good. All right, walkie completed. It was pretty chill. Honestly, I probably could have walked a little quicker, but all said and done, 36 minutes, 1.67 miles. So 36 minutes, 3,659 steps. So barely over that 100 step mark. I did stop to look a few times, I'll be honest. Active calories 193, so almost 200. Total calorie 241. On the day, 601 calories. And I'm planning on hitting the stationary bike later this evening. I'll probably do it after dinner. Probably go home and hang out, catch a little bit of football, just hang out for a little bit, you know what I mean? But I want to go back to what I was talking about with repeatability is one of the biggest things that I learned while on this journey so far this year. And when you have continual ease in that repeatability, when it's just easy to do your routine, whatever it might be, and that's also the point of a routine, right? The repeatability. So it's the ease and repeatability of every single aspect that can help you the most.
So that's why meal prep is so awesome, because it's repeatable. You do it once, repeat it throughout the week. You do your workouts, repeatable. Maybe you walk at the same time every single day. Maybe you walk on lunch every single day, or after classes, whatever it might be. But the repeatability and the routine that you create for yourself is one of the biggest things that can really, really help you. And it's also about creating that ease inside of it all that helps again. So the fact that walking is easy, sustainable, repeatable, you can absolutely do it, and that's why it's so effective. Same with stationary bike, same with elliptical, same with treadmill walking on the incline, anything like that. Sustainable, easy, repeatable. Maybe not easy, but definitely not overly strenuous on the joints or the body, but you still reap the benefits of getting out there and getting the activity in. You know what I mean? So walking's fun. You get outside, you get to see things, you get to enjoy some sun, maybe see some cute puppies walking around, things like that. And like I said, you just throw in an earbud and you hang out and you watch your podcasts, you watch your videos, you listen to your books, whatever it might be. You listen to some tunes or listen to nature, whatever. Just get out there and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because then you get lost in it and you don't even really consider the fact that you're working out, getting in that activity, and then you're still reaping the benefits of the entirety of it all. So that's the beautiful thing that exists inside of it all, if that makes sense. And that's all I want to say. Once you can find that repeatability in every aspect of what you're doing, things get a lot easier, because you know the steps that you need to take, and those repeated actions lead you closer and closer to your goals. Just like I was saying, that 1,000 calories I burn in a day on this here watch, that's something I know through my experience that genuinely is a game changer. My body just responds to the increased little touch of activity outside of my normal 800. That's what I was doing for a very long time. But since I've made the shift, you guys will see. The proof is in the pudding. The farther we go with this, you'll see I'm continually shredding down. And I'm eating smart along the way and everything. But if I take that aspect away, it's gonna end. So everyone knows calories in, calories out, and the working out is part of the calories out. It's all part of the main equation of weight loss. But yeah, so headed home, I think. Not sure what dinner's gonna be. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. We'll get after it. I'll see you there.
Dinner time. We are having some ground chicken pressed into beautiful little tendies. All you need for this is some egg and egg white to boost the protein, but egg to hold us together. Form it into the strips. Sprinkle a little bit of mozzarella cheese in there just for the enjoyment factor. And I did forget to add cornflakes on the outside here to make that crust. And these are protein packed, nice and lean. I have 392 grams right here. And look at that, we got 80 freaking grams of protein, 16 fat. And you already know I'm washing this down with some Dr. Pepper. And for the sauce, for dipping, we are using some honey mustard. Nice and low calorie, only 20 calories for 2 tablespoons of this guy. Delicious, easy. Toss those in the air fryer, or if you don't have an air fryer, toss them in the oven. Just let them bake on up, get nice and crispy. Delicious, easy, protein packed.
Bike session complete. I think it's one of the easiest ways now to get in your steady state cardio. Throw on some YouTube or something and just keep on pedaling. It's the perfect way for you to sneak in some additional calorie burning, get some activity into the day, while honestly being pretty casual about it. You can push yourself, definitely. And I want to say that I do push myself while biking, just because the leg gains, man, the freaking leg gains I have seen are so worth it, in my opinion. I have definitely gotten my strength up, and that's been a big weak point for me anyway. So it's been a goal of mine to push my legs regardless. So being able to kind of reinforce it and put extra tension, time under tension for my legs with bike throughout the week, and push it. I've made substantial gains in my strength for bike because I've been pushing the level of resistance up on the bike continually. So it's been freaking awesome. And if you're looking to lose weight and like, if you want to be a better runner or you want your squat to be better or anything like that, I promise what I have noticed is getting more bike in has really led to me getting some crazy gains going. I'm excited to actually push the squat again and see what we're looking like, because right now I have not genuinely squatted since taking this on, and I think we're about at 3 weeks right now, but like every other leg exercise has gone up thus far, and I'm kind of holding off to do the squat until about a month exactly, getting that 4 weeks of time in with bike and like training legs a little harder than normal to see exactly how much weight I can put onto my squat in that time. I think one of the biggest epiphanies I had is that you got to be honest with yourself. If you're not seeing the results you want, or if you've stagnated, I think a big thing you got to just admit to yourself is that like you're doing something that's not quite adding up, right? Like that has to be it. It's not that the world's against you and like the universe is just holding you off. Like there's likely something that you're doing or something underlying that is stopping you from reaching exactly what you're hoping you could reach. For me personally, it's just like the lack of consistency, and I've realized it now, and I've made the change, and I've noticed pretty good dividends so far. So I'm excited to really get in on it and push it to really, truly prove that, like, you hear it all the time, and there's a reason you hear it all the time, but consistency is the key. And it's not the consistency of like setting a big goal and blah 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 blah. It's the like day in and day out kind of non-glamorous monotony that exists in habits, good habits at that. And I think the new thing that I'm thinking about is like what you cannot do, and I mean cannot do, is miss multiple days in a row. And I know that's crazy, and I know that sounds extreme, and like missing 2 days, come on, but like the psychology and everything behind it, you know what I mean? It's okay to miss a day, perfectly okay to miss a day. Nothing wrong with missing a day. I miss days every here and there just because life happens, and that's perfectly normal. Maybe you're swamped with homework, maybe you're working late, maybe they called you back into the office, maybe there's a family emergency, you know what I mean? Whatever it might be, it's okay to miss a day. A day is not going to derail you. What you need to understand, though, is that just because you get knocked down that once doesn't mean you don't get right back up and get back into it, because once one day becomes 2 days, 2 days might become 3 days, 3 days might become a week, and you establish a new habit, a bad habit of not doing what you need to do. And I think that's one of the other big realizations I've had recently. Perfectly fine to get knocked down and miss a day. It happens. Just, try your best. If you miss the gym, if you miss your walking, if you miss your steps, like accordingly, if you can, reduce your calories that day and kind of help offset that missing bit. Just because you miss one day doesn't mean you get to derail the entirety of the day. And just because you miss the one day doesn't mean you let it go to 2 or 3. I understand if you get injured and stuff, of course, that's a different thing. I'm talking about in day to day, you know what I mean?